And archaeology. The reason why I said it was cultural anthropology is because I forgot the answer that I put, but it was pretty much like the study of like how these humans had cultivated these bananas like 2000 years ago. And you can tell about an indigenous population by the food that they eat, so that's a part of their culture. So that's why I said it was cultural anthropology. And then I said it was archaeology as well because it was 2000 years ago and they were excavating. So that's why I chose those two.
For me, I did the Amazonian one, and that one was super interesting. Basically, they will get in like killing parties and they will go raid others, and the men form a bond that they will actually like trade either sisters or daughters and then start new tribes.
Mm.
It was really cool. And I said it was cultural only because they did a study on the men. It wasn't after the fact. It was just on how the culture went about that kind of thing.
Nice. Nah, I feel that honestly, bro. I literally read this like at the beginning of class. I was like, oh shit. I found the link and I just started reading it.
I forgot about it. And so I did it at like 2 this morning. I forgot what I said, and you said cultural, and I was like, oh, that's what it was.
Uh, yeah,
I
I
completely forgot.
to be honest, I failed this class like last semester, but I was doing really good in it. I just didn't do the final. So I have hella good notes. I have like ridiculous notes. So I literally already know everything. I just gotta do my homework now. So I'm
I know. I was about to say. In other words, we need to be breakout room with you from now on.
yeah. I honestly should have passed it last semester, but you know, COVID and all that good stuff. So yeah. But
Stuff happens.
yeah, you know, it happens. It happens. But yeah, honestly, I would just say my biggest tip to you guys get these legendary tips from the biggest tip is we all have our computers, and if you have a mic, you can go to Google Docs, and there's this thing called voice dictation where you can like voice type, because it's so hard to take notes and write it and try and listen while she's talking. You can literally just go to Google Docs and then just talk into your mic. So that way you can kind of like write your notes super fast and still like pay attention. Because I have like a Google Doc of like, yeah, there you go. I have a Google Doc of like 30 pages of notes, legit. And I didn't type a single one. You know what I mean? So that way I was able to like pay attention and still like write my notes fast. And I'm pretty sure during the test, she allows you to like look at your notes during the test. So it's just like, it's just so good. You know what I mean? It's
So
so easy
convenient.
to, yeah. So I would recommend doing that. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
I think it's pretty dope.
I just graduated high school, and I will admit I'm the kind of student who will not do their essay right away. And so, like, an hour before it's due, I'd sit down on my thing and I'd do the voice Google Doc, and I would like talk my entire essay out,
Yep.
edit it, and then submit it 2 minutes before it was, yeah.
Yep, I've done it. And I would say Grammarly. Grammarly is probably the best thing
Yes.
ever, because like once you do that voice dictation and you write like all, you just have like a couple pages of unedited stuff, you can kind of just shoot it through Grammarly and it will like edit it for you. And then you can kind of just go in there and proofread it. Man, let me tell you, English classes in college on Zoom, too free. Because you just literally talk your whole paper, and then you have Grammarly edit it for you, and you're just chilling.
See, what I do is Grammarly doesn't always catch everything for me. So what I'll do is I'll copy a paragraph at a time and put it in like an essay reader and have it check for anything Grammarly missed. Beautiful, amazing.
Perfect. Yeah, man. But yeah. So I didn't really have anything for what it was, linguistics and or language anthropology, or biological anthropology, like the study of humans. I didn't really have too much about that. I didn't really feel like the banana one really went into that. And to be honest, I scanned it. I just scanned it for keywords. I wasn't really reading it. I was just looking for keywords that I knew were gonna line up. But I think it's fine. You said you did, which one did you do again? The Mayans, or you
The
said it was
Amazonian one.
the Amazonians? For surely.
I think they could be biological, depending how you look at it. But if you do want to go read it,
hell no.
It was pretty good.
I can't stand it. Do you know what I have? Okay, I know I'm kind of weird for this, but I have Microsoft Edge, because I don't really like Chrome like that. Well, I like Chrome for the Google Docs, but Microsoft Edge has this sick feature where it will read stuff for you. Like if you click on like a paragraph and highlight it and then right click it, it says like read this section aloud. Oh my god, I love that, because I hate reading. So it'll just read it for me. So I was doing that for a little bit. Now I was just scanning for keywords, and then yeah, I pretty much deduced that. I have like one paragraph here. Oh, I lost it. There's like a paragraph in here, because I know she's gonna, like, you know how she was saying earlier, like you need like facts or something like that to back up what you're saying. So I was gonna use that paragraph to, and I didn't even read the whole article. I just saw this one paragraph and I was like, huh, that's gonna back up what I'm saying. I'm gonna use that.
You're like, that's all the evidence I need.
All the evidence I need. Because that's all she's, oh, there it is. Food is an important.
I didn't like save it all what I wrote down. I don't remember exactly what my evidence was.
Yeah.
I probably find it.
I felt hella bad too, because she was all talking about turning it in after class. I was one of those people who turned it in after class. I didn't like, and I seen that I was supposed to do it before class too, but like it didn't register in my brain. Like I woke up this morning hecka early and I was like, dang, my class isn't even till like 9:35. So then I'm about to just start playing some games. So then I was playing the game and then I was like, oh damn it, it's actually like 9:20. I'm not gonna have time. So I'm trying to grind it out. Yeah. But I'm pretty much gonna do all my homework and studying like at the college, because I have like this sick gaming rig right here, and it's just like it's too distracting to do my homework here. It's just you know what I mean. And there's nobody in the library. I mean, there's like barely any people in the library. So I'm just gonna go there, just do all my homework and everything there. So when I come home, I don't have to worry about studying. And just like this is not a good work environment. This is
It's
a
good.
good leisure environment.
See, for me, and I'm at home, and we have this like atrium that got turned into like a room before we moved in. And the problem is that I have to deal with these because there's nobody home.
Oh, it's a dog, a paddle.
So I've got one right here in my lap, and then I've got another one at my feet. And then my boyfriend's home, so there's another one in the other room. But every now and then they get really annoying, so I just have to close the den door. But then I hear scratches on the glass because they're annoying.
Oh, look at that dog. I love dogs, man. I have two dogs too. I have like a Greyhound German Shepherd mix, and then I have like a lab, but she's mixed because she's like red. Her color is red, so I don't know what she's mixed with. Yeah, and I have a cat named Milo, and my dog is actually named Mando from the Mandalorian. So I think that's sick that you got Baby Yoda back there.
I know.
Oh, what's up? Hi, Miss Kerr. How you doing?
Hey, how are you? Good to see you.
Good to see you too.
I like your lightness of your room. It's very curious, you know? Although the blue kind of feel you've got, Calvin, is nice too. Except that the Yankees is somewhere in there, you know? Well, my son happens to be a Tampa Bay Rays fan, so our house has to have a problem with the Yankees. On the whole, I'm not that against again. Yeah, Derek Jeter, you know, come on. Yeah,
The Jeets.
great humor. All right, so you guys doing okay? You know, have a nice small group. So one of your people, I think, had a technological issue and couldn't make it in, but just make sure that everything's going well. You sound like you're doing all right, so I'll let you go. If you have not turned in your Microsoft form, make sure you just do that at some points today so that it can all happen. And I know you all know how to do it. I think I recognize at least some of you have, so don't worry if you did, but if you weren't able to do it yet, just do it at some point today so that then I know that the process is working. Okay. All right. See you guys.
Bye.
Bye.
Go visit room 5 now.
Well, I mean, you just added today, you know. So
She's gotta like corner you while she can.
Miss Kerr is mad cool, though. I gotta say, she's a pretty chill teacher. I wish I could have taken this course. Well, actually, I wish I would have taken this course in person, but then I would have never had these legendary notes. So then I don't know. Maybe it's probably better online.
I don't know.
Yeah.
I gotta go with the online for you. I mean,
Yeah,
30
I mean,
pages of notes, man.
I know that I can't write that fast. You know what I mean? And the beautiful thing about the notes is you just hit Control F and it finds exactly what you want. You can't hit Control F on a notebook with pencil and paper. You know what I mean? So yeah, I feel you on that one. But yeah. What about you guys? Do you guys play any games? Oh, what are you gonna say, Calvin?
Yes.
Yeah, I was playing XCOM 2. And I know that's kind of
Okay.
like I love single player like tactician games, but I didn't have time to play because I play a lot of League. You know, League of Legends is. I play a lot of League, but I didn't have any time to. It's like a time commitment, so I wanted to play a game that I could like exit at any time. So I was playing XCOM. But what kind of games do you play? Oh, I knew you're gonna say it, bro. No, that game tilts me way too hard. I'm sorry. That game, it makes me rage, bro. It's a fun one. The main reason why I like Warzone is because like it's cross-plat, so I can play with like my homies on PS4 and stuff. Yeah. But are you mostly a FPS guy? Oh yeah. You play God of War? That game's that game's fire. The game's fire. My favorite character, I haven't played the game, but I've seen so many clips. Is that one guy who doesn't take like he doesn't feel damage? You know that guy? That guy's sick, man. He's just that guy. That's my favorite character in that whole game. That's sick. Emily, do you play any games?
I do. I do play a lot of video games.
What do you play? What you on?
I currently, well, I've platinumed all of the Borderlands games.
Oh dang, I love Borderlands. You play
Yeah.
Borderlands, the pre-sequel is my favorite Borderlands because of the gun grinder.
What?
Yeah,
I
the
don't
gun
like the pre-sequel.
it's the do you like Borderlands 3? Don't
I
say
thought it was good.
oh my god, that game is so cakes. I'm sorry. Like the gameplay, all right, but the story was just
The
God
story
Queen
wasn't great.
Tyrene.
But
Oh,
you gotta think my first like real shooter game when I was little, like I mean like going sorry, there's pause. I like going into like 7th grade summer, like when I was like, we're gonna play some real video games and like sat me down and we sat in our apartment and like we sat at the edge of my parents' bed playing that on their little ass TV screen on the PS3. Like and so like Borderlands holds like a special place
special
in my
place.
heart because it was like that was my bonding moment with my dad.
No,
And
it's a
so
great game. No,
every time a new Borderlands has come out, we've pre-ordered it and pre-ordered 2 copies of it because we have 2 PS4s. So I will sit in my room and play, and he'll sit in the living room and play. And all my mom, and my brother here is, did you get it? Did you get it? Or come remind me, I'm down.
Yep.
I got second wind. I'm okay.
Second wind, yeah. I love Borderlands. Okay, Borderlands 2 was dope. Borderlands, the pre-sequel was my favorite. I couldn't really play Borderlands 1 because the graphics, I just couldn't do it. And then Borderlands 3, like I feel like Borderlands is such a story-oriented game. Like the story gets you into the game. So when Borderlands 3 story was kind of just like, I
still gotta
couldn't
love
do
it
it.
just because of the series. By the way, I'm such a nerd that we do have this.
Oh, that's dope. Is that a chest? That's
It's a
actually
loot chest
sick.
from the first game.
That's crazy. You got the merch on me?
Yeah, we've got 21 different arcade systems my parents use, including an arcade machine with 3,000 games loaded on it right now.
Oh, you ain't playing no game.
I don't know. We play games, man. We play games.
That is sick.
I've been a gamer for years.
For years, for eons. That's dope though. Well, all right, guys. I'll see you guys back in there.
See you later.
Beautiful. Okay, so yeah, I'm just going to torture you all by room number. So I had room 1, which was Benjamin, Alyssa, Holly, Jason, and Miranda. So somebody there want to just kind of give us an update on which articles were there and what fields you guys decided they fit?
The 2 articles that we read, it seemed, was the Neanderthal article and the emotions article.
Okay. What did you think in terms of the fields they fit? Somebody else want to speak up from that room?
For the fields, so for the one regarding emotions and language, we mostly said that it was so for that one we mostly said it was like it was both cultural and linguistic, since it covered different groups of people, but it also had to do with language of people that are still around now. And then for the Neanderthal article, we said that it was strictly a biological one, since it didn't really cover anything about like how people lived their lives and how they communicate, but just like the DNA of various groups of people and how like that kind of differs.
Okay, cool. I'm not gonna neither confirm nor deny how I agree with you until we're done with everybody sharing, and then we'll all come to a consensus. So room 2, we got Alex, Carlos, Francisco. And how did you guys how many articles did you have, and which were they, and what did you come up with? I know some of you guys were you might have to chat to tell me because some of the video wasn't working. And if you want to start with room 3.
Sorry, I was doing.
Oh, you got it. Okay.
Okay. So, what 2 of us did the emotions and words, I think it was.
Okay.
One of us did the banana cultivation, and I did the Neanderthal one.
Okay.
We came to the conclusion that banana cultivation would be, I think it was sociocultural. I'm not sure.
Okay.
But we did come to the conclusion that the Neanderthal one would be biological, like they said, because it talks mostly about like genomes and the variants in genes, and it really doesn't talk about anything else except, you know, the DNA of
Right.
Neanderthals.
Okay, good. And then since we already had you, did you say the language and emotions?
The
was-
language and emotions one, I think we said it would be linguistic and historical.
Okay. Cool. All right, thank you. That's perfect. Now room 3, come in with your votes. That was Camden, Elizabeth, Fabian, Maximo, Sarah.
So we actually did the same articles as group 1. So we did emotion. We had 3 people who did emotion and words, and then 2 who did the Neanderthal one.
Okay. Any disagreements on placement?
No. So for the emotion and words one, we said it was mainly linguistic, with also going into cultural, sorry. And linguistic, because the main focus of the article is how emotions are conveyed through words. Cultural, because they speak to multiple age groups, different language speaking groups, and different groups from different geographical places. And then for the Neanderthal one, we said just biological, because they deal with the fossils of Neanderthals and no artifacts or anything like that.
All right, very good. All right, so room 4 was Alina, Calvin, Emily, and Jordan. What you guys come up with?
All right, so we had the Amazonian and we had the banana agriculture. For the banana one, we said that it was it's archaeological and also cultural. The reason why it was archaeological was, well, it actually says archaeologists in the Australian National University have found the earliest evidence of indigenous communities cultivating bananas in Australia, right? And then the reason why it goes into the cultural part is there is a quote in here, and it says, "Food is an important part of the indigenous culture and identity of the people." So that's why it was cultural. And then it was, yeah, it was archaeological because they're literally discovering like a civilization 2,000 years ago.
Right, perfect. And any disagreements on the other articles? That was the only other one that was new to everybody. All good?
Alrighty.
All right, then room 5. We'll do this in the last minute. Esmeralda, Mary, Victor, and Yaklezi. Yakzeli. Tell me how you say her name at the end.
It's Yaxeli.
All right, got it. Anybody, did you guys have any other articles or disagree about any of the placements that were made or have any new evidence to provide? I'll let you guys off kind of easy because we have 1 minute left. The benefits of being group 5 today.
We chose the Amazonian one too, and the banana one. For the Amazonian one, we said that it was cultural. I think it was, yeah, we just agreed that it was cultural, and it's because it talked about how when the hunters or the people from the different tribes would kill with each other or to kill together, that they would form a bond and then likely marry into the other tribe, and then in the future we're more likely to either join that tribe or start a new tribe based off of the bonds that they formed just from the more that they killed together. So yeah, that's what we came up with.
Cool. All right, so here's my assessment. I just put it in the chat for the primary fields, and I totally agree with all of your secondary fields as well. But when I was reading them, I chose them, to fit for different fields, obviously, at least as much as I could find articles that would do that. So yeah, I mean, the banana cultivation is based about artifacts, right? They're talking about the objects, and it does talk about archaeological work. And then emotions is words. That one is always linguists and cultural always are sort of overlapping. But if it's primarily talking about something about language, linguistics would be first. But of course, language and culture interrelate. So there's going to be something cultural. But if for cultural, usually it would be more of a broad discussion, right? You're going to discuss everything about the culture. Maybe the language is part of it, but not the main thing, right? And then, yeah, Neanderthals is biological, and then cultural for the Amazonian article. So good job, everybody. Give each other a round of applause for all of your work. Nice job. And remember to, if you haven't put that Microsoft form in, do that. Remember also that Monday is a holiday. Don't go anywhere or don't try to log into any Zoom classes for school. Stay cool out there. It's supposed to be really hot. And I'm trying to think if there's anything else. If anybody has any inquisitive questions, like if you haven't logged in, I will be available to do Zoom meetings over the weekend if you want me to. If you need it, it's not a problem. I just, like I said, I'm really busy today until late tonight. So I could connect with you later tonight. Just shoot me an email if you have any problems. It says 3 times it worked for you to meet in Zoom. And then I'll shoot back an email that says what works best for me. Okay. All right. Thank you all. And if you have any questions, shoot me an email now because I got to go run the class. Bye-bye.
Hello? Hello? Oh, she works. All right. Well, that was an experience, wasn't it? I was not expecting to have to talk to anybody. That was super cool and awesome. If I could figure out where my video capture device, that's what it is. All right. Add a new source. Nope, not the integrated. There we go. Hey, all right. We're back. Great, now I gotta resize this again. That's probably fine. Good enough, right? Who cares? That was probably one of the better streams I've ever had. I don't know. It seemed like having. Is my mic not? Oh, it is. Okay. I don't know what. That's probably from either mic. I feel like having the stream going, like, kind of calmed my nerves. Because I hate talking to people. Like, even on Zoom, I cannot do it. Hate it. Super glad my teammate stepped up there and explained for our group because I had no idea what was going on. Like I said, I just technically I added it last night, but she had emailed me back at like 11:30 after I was already asleep because I work at UPS at 3 in the morning every day, right? So I was asleep and I didn't find out that she emailed me back until I was at work, and I was like, oh, okay, so now I have to go to class immediately after I get home today. So I couldn't have read the article even if I wanted to. It's not my fault. Next week, though, I probably still won't have read it, but I don't know. We'll see. Thank you guys for tuning in. Hope you learned more than I did because I honestly wasn't listening all that well. I wanted to ask what my teammate's Twitch or YouTube was because he absolutely had one. He had the little mic stand, like a Blue Yeti or something. I don't know what exactly it was, but he was for real. He was legit too. I forgot what he said he played. I'll have to watch it back. Anyways, once again, thank you for tuning in. Have a great rest of your day. Notice I didn't say good. I said great. I'm getting better. I want to stream something today. I just don't know what. Everything's kind of mid right now, so we're in a rut. Yeah, I'll TTYL.